Hey guys, what is up? It is TheJdbrougham here, and today we have a Hunger Games gameplay for you. As you can see in the top left hand corner, I am going as Berserker, and there's actually a swamp really close to spawn, so I just decided to get mushrooms. And this video will possibly be a little bit choppy just because it is my first Hunger Games, it is my first recorded Hunger Games, and it is also my first non-live recorded Hunger Games. I think I kind of repeated myself there, but yeah, this is a non-live commentary, if you couldn't already tell, and yeah, so first thing, get mushrooms, then get some wood and get a stone sword. I would recommend getting a stone sword if you have time, but if you don't have time, then a wood sword is perfectly fine. It only does a stone sword only does half a heart more damage. And right off the bat, there's this guy that just decides to bother me, and I hit him once. Turns out he's Thor. As you can see, he saw the lightning, and he tries to throw me again, but the tree's in the way. And then he jumps in my hole, and I go into my crafting table twice. Oh god, my dogs are crazy. I go into my crafting table twice, and then he sets me on fire. I almost die. I throw out my bowls, get like 2 soups. Then when I get off fire, I start running. I eat my soup, turn around, and get down to 1.5 hearts. Then just clear my inventory. And there is this guy over here, and I run, and I think that guy thwarted me. I don't know if you saw when I spawned, but there was lightning. So that was probably where I died. But yeah, I was very lucky, and I spawned in another swamp biome. So I just kind of get my wood, get my shrooms, and this video is actually half an hour long. Oh, and going back to the gameplay, as you can see, there was a guy. I didn't want him to see me, so I just kind of stood still for a second. But yeah, this gameplay was like almost 40 minutes long, and I think, yeah, I cut it down to 17, almost 18 minutes. So I think that is pretty impressive for my first, recording and editing. But yeah, right now I'm just getting shrooms. Then this guy appears. It wasn't loaded yet, but he appears and doesn't know how to eat soup properly, even though he had some. And I had a good sword, but I get a stone sword, get tons, like a ton of mushrooms. I'm tracking this guy X-Ray. I just go towards him, see if I can see him, and yep, there he is. So I remember there were some chickens back here. I quickly go back, kill one, and then just easily take him out with 2 shots. Well, technically 3, but you know what I meant. And then I just kind of sort through my inventory a little bit. Not really. Thought I did. Then I accidentally put my raw chicken in my inventory. Then I get more mushrooms, but I forget that I already have 2 stacks. And as you can see there, I just got like 67 red mushrooms. So I think 64 of each mushroom is plenty. I have never used up an entire stack of my 64. Let me go back to the gameplay. I kill a chicken because I think I see a guy, and then I actually do see his name, and right as the bloodlust wears out, I kill him. And as you can see, he had a pretty nice amount of iron, so I get my chest plate. I actually skip when I get my iron sword, but I do, and I get a pair of boots also. And I also cook up my chicken. And then, oh my god, sorry about my dogs, they just bark at everything. But yeah, I am tracking this guy, And here, hold on, let me close my door. Okay, sorry about that, but okay. So I come up on this team of 2, one guy's a monk, he monks me, and then I get out my iron sword, and these guys don't know how to PvP, so I just kill that guy and then 2-shot this guy really easily. And as you can see, they have a diamond. I decided to keep that for a little bit in case someone else had another one, so I can make a diamond sword, but I didn't really, so I threw it out. Yeah, and I just kind of sort through my inventory back when I just cut that clip, and I leave this part in just to be nice, so that these guys will get shown on YouTube in case they want to watch this video. And then I see this this pig. It looked like it was sprinting, so I thought it was a chameleon, so I go over, and it turns out it wasn't. But then there's this guy over here underground, and I was trying to decide what to do. I let my bloodlust run out so I could see better, and then I was tracking a different guy, so I decided to back up so I could track him again. His name was what's his name? His name was Just K. As you can see, there's Diamond, but then I decided to track him so I would know exactly where he is, but that wasn't necessary because as you can see, there's his name, and so I decided to mine to him. But then I think, wait, what if he has like full iron armor? And I think I need an advantage, so I look for a mob, and there's a chicken. First I get full hunger, just so I don't eat while I have the bloodlust, so it wastes bloodlust time. But then I kill the chicken, run over, and this part was very scary for me. See, I get a few hits on him, then I go into the furnace, and I go into the crafting table, and go into the furnace again, and I almost die. And I get down to 1 soup, and then boom, kill him with the mushroom soup. So that part was a little bit scary for me. But yeah, I kind of clear up my inventory, get his pants. I actually skip when I get my helmet, but I do because he had that 7 iron. And then it took me like 2 minutes to get a flint. I had to break like a piece of gravel like 20 times to get 1 piece of flint, so I could get my flint and steel, which I didn't actually end up using the whole game. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so now I remember I have that bucket and there's lava right there, so I just decide to get the lava because lava bucket is very helpful. Then I kill this chicken because I think I see him, and I don't know if you saw in the chat, but the guy fell really far, and the guy who was tracking said bye, so I thought that was the guy's stuff that fell really far, and he was on top of the tree and knocked him off, if that makes sense. But yeah, he's actually in a tower with another teammate, so for the next like 5 minutes I'm just standing here like kind of waiting, I guess, for the feast because I'm pretty close to spawn, and I was trying to decide what to do. Also, hold on 1 second, just watch the gameplay. Yeah, combos this is animated, but you can't really, but I'm actually commenting. I'm actually going over a recording right now. No, not really. Either a poppy seed or chocolate. Alright. sorry about that, guys. My mom just called, and yeah. Anyway, as you can see, those guys just kind of like wanted to team or something. They need bread, and I was just kind of waiting there for the feast. I said, like, I thought one of them was Stomper, but they said they didn't have one, so yeah, but okay, then I skipped to like a minute where I was just doing nothing, waiting at the feast, and then I was pointing at this guy, and it turns out it's a team of 2, so I get my lava bucket out, fail, throw my compasses on the floor, then another guy appears, so I'm like, oh shit, a team of 3, and then I'm like, I'm screwed, and then they set me on fire, so this part was just overwhelming. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna die. Then if you saw, those guys were fighting. If you saw out of the corner of my eye, those guys were fighting. So it turns out it was a team of 2 versus 2 other people, and then that guy kills that guy, and then this guy ends up burning to death right now. Yeah, so I just get off the feast, just recuperate, get all my soup ready, get full health, and then he tries lava bucketing me, I jump it, he tries again, I jump it, get bloodlust, and boom, he actually ended up going into the lava, his own lava. Then I just kind of skipped this part, just because I had to like go back and get a lava bucket and stuff. Then I burn all the dead bodies on the feast. And if you can see in the top right hand corner of the screen right there, somebody is building over to the feast, and then this guy appears. So I thought this guy was the guy that was building over. He tries lava bucking me but fails, and there's 30 seconds left. He starts running away. I do not try to corner him off, but then I hit him and boom, and I do get the bloodlust for that kill, so that is very nice. And then this guy was the guy that was towering over. He was the guy in the sky base, built a huge long like line all the way over to the feast, and he ended up falling down and it almost got him. If I'd been a little faster, I probably could have killed him. But then the feast starts, and I was a little worried about that guy because I thought he was Stomper. But then I realized he was too low to do like hardly any damage to me. So I just kind of grabbed the feast, and if he jumps down on me, then I could just easily kill him. And then he tries talking to me, but I just really wanted to get all of the stuff from the feast. So I get a helmet and boots, a ton of potions, I get a diamond chestplate, as you can see there. And I get like 7 TNT, a bunch of steak, water bucket. I get a bow and 4 arrows, and that comes into play like really hopefully here in a few seconds. I hope you guys don't figure out what happens. But yeah, I have 4 arrows, and that guy just went back to go get his teammate for so they could like work it out together or something. But yeah, so I have a bow and 4 arrows, and I use 3 of those arrows in the gameplay, and each arrow is a hit on somebody. So I think that's just an awesome way to conserve your resources. And I just kind of like organize my inventory a little bit, sort of, not really. I do organize it in a little bit here. But then I was trying to think what to do. Like, should I knock him off now, or blow up the feast? And I decided to blow up the feast, and then this guy's like, no, don't do it. And I'm like, oh, too bad. And I blow up the feast, and he's like, no, again. And then I get out my bow. And then this is where I found out that this guy was not a Stomper. See, I act like I'm gonna throw a potion, then I shoot him, I hit him, and boom, I get the bloodlust as well. And then this guy, I charge my bow, he starts running with my bloodlust, I hit him, And then this was a pretty, like a 2-minute long chase, so I just skipped over some of it. Whoops, my screen just went blank. But yeah, so I just skip over to where I hit him, then you can't sprint, and boom. At this point there are 4 people left. Skip over to when I get to this person. Chisa, don't know what that means. And then I get out my bow, I shoot, and I was hoping that would knock that person off, but I almost shoot him again, but decided not to. Now at this point I was wondering if they were a Stomper, because Stomper and Archer and Monster are the 3 kits right now, and Stomper and Archer are very good kits to team with. I mean, not team with, wow, to tower with. So I just kind of do the water elevator trick, because I did not want to stack up, because they could shoot me off or stomp on me, and yeah. But as you can see, this guy just dies. So at this point there are 3 people left. If I kill this person, there will be 2, be the final 2, and then I look at that person and they're charging their bow, so I have a feeling they're an archer, and they shoot me, and that's when I use a water elevator. And then they keep trying to shoot me. They hit me once, they fail, they fail, they hit me once, I hit them once, and then and they only had a compass. So that's just embarrassing. But yeah, then I skip over to where I find the last guy. It was in a ravine, I saw it. Yeah, so I just water down, look for him, don't see him. I decided to go all the way down into the ravine using my elevator again. But yeah, this gameplay is coming to an end, so I hope you guys enjoyed. There are about 20 seconds left, but see, that guy, I just 2-shot him, and that, 2 embarrassing kills in a row. But yeah, so this gameplay is coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, wait, let me just, like, okay, if you enjoyed gameplay, leave a like and favorite, and just on my armor, and peace.